Welcome to station 3. At this station, you're going to think specifically about your syntax. So you're thinking about your sentence structure. The best writing of all sorts varies sentence structure so that it doesn't get too boring. If you have the same kind of sentence structure for your entire piece, whether it's narrative or an essay, it can start to feel a little bit boring. So we want some variety because that will keep your readers interested. Let's look at our sample text. She went home after dinner and sat by the phone. Her hand passed over her face, then reached for a pen. She wrote a long list of everything she should have done differently. Okay, on the surface, it doesn't seem too shabby, right? It seems kind of interesting. We're wondering what she's doing. We're wondering what she did wrong. We're thinking, we're engaged. But we want to think specifically about sentence structure at this station. At this station, there is a handout called Self-Check Syntax, and you are going to complete this handout for your narrative. But let's use this sample narrative to see how it's done. All right, if this is our handout and this is our sample text, we want to fill it out. So you'll notice this column, you're going to write the first 2 words of every single sentence for your entire narrative. You're going to write the verb, make sure you include all of the being verbs like is and are and were. And then you're going to write the number of words in the sentence. Okay, if we're just looking at our sample text here, she went home after dinner and sat by the phone. That's our first sentence. So we're going to write in here, we're going to write she went. Okay, our verbs in this sentence, our main verb is went, but we also have sat. Okay, and then we're going to count the number of words in the sentence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, 10. All right, now let's look at the second sentence. Her hand passed over her face, then reached for a pen. All right, my first 2 words are her hand. My verb is passed and then reached. And let's count how many words we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11 in that one. All right, third sentence. She wrote a long list of everything she could do differently. All right. She wrote. All right, my verb is wrote. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I again have 11 words. Okay, once you've done this for your entire narrative, you will start to notice patterns. I've only done this for just 3 sentences, and I can already see a couple of patterns. Look, right here, I've started 2 sentences right away with the word she, and then I followed them with my verb. So if my whole passage is written like that, it's going to be kind of boring, and I'm going to need to change up some of those sentences and rewrite them so that they're a little more varied. I also notice here that I've used a lot of different verbs. That's really great, actually, and I should leave those alone if I can, because it's great to have so many different verbs. But if I look over in this column, I notice I have a lot of my sentences have the same number of words in them, 10, 11, 11. That's going to get really boring for a reader if I have sentences that are all the same length. So I want to make some of my sentences shorter, and maybe I want to make some of my sentences longer to add a little more variety. All right, now it's your turn. You're going to complete that handout, the self-check syntax handout. You're going to notice some patterns, and then you are going to go back into your narrative and revise it to vary your sentence structure.